Right. Good morning. So what we are discussing last class? Okay. Write a program. Develop a program. To pass a student object as an argument to a method. Develop a program to pass a student object as an argument. Develop a program to pass student object as an argument. Read and display those values, those passed argument object values. Display that passed argument object values on console. It didn't display the passed argument object values on console. Can you write the program? Try. Developed? First, what you should write? Create class student. In this class student, what to do? Create student number, string, student name, string, course, double fee. Then class, college. Here I should create a method. What method I should create? I should create a method void. I want to send one method. In college, a student will join now. Join. What do you write? Student? Yes. S dot. I want you read and display that values. Right? S dot SNO, S dot SName, S dot course, and S dot fee. That's it. This is a small program I asked. Class, college, front office, public static void main, string array, args. What do you write here? College. I want to call college C1 equal to new college. Inside college dot what method I should call join. Yesterday we have taken parameter what? Int. Right? Yesterday we have taken method parameter int. Now today I want to take what method parameter? Student. Which argument I want? Student. That's why I'm taking student as a parameter. Then to call join method I should create first of all student object. No? Student S1 equal to new student of. Right? Oh, 1 minute guys. New student of. What value I should pass here? New student of. Here C2 dot join. When I call C2 dot join, I should pass what? S1. Tell me what values are displayed. What values are displayed for C1 object? I call C1 dot join. When I call C1 dot join, what happens? Control will go to join method with the student object. Yesterday we passed what? I1. When I pass I1, what passed? I1 value. Now what value I have passed now? S1. What value object is passing? S1 object. What is the S1 object? New student. New student and nothing but its value is what? 10 na? I mean 10 na? Object means what? Memory or reference? Reference. What will be passed? S1 value. What is the S1 value? 10. Assume this is 10 object. This is what? 2020 object. What is passed? 2020. Our local variable S1 and join method parameter S both are pointing to same object. Think. You have, this is your hand. Okay. And this is your friend hand. How many hands are there? 2 hands. You have bike. In your hand you have bike. Now your bike you are giving to whom now? Your friend. Then one bike copy you are sending her, the same bike you are giving her. Now your friend S1, your hand S1 and your friend hand S. Both are holding what? Same bike. Yes or no? Then these values I am getting here in the join method executing with what values? With student object. Control 1. Let me save. Do you understand point? When we pass I1 variable, what is passed? I1 variable memory, I1 variable internal value. I1 variable internal value. I1 variable internal value is 5. That 5 is passed and stored in the parameter. Same way, here let me display. Can I display variable here? System.out.println of S1 I am displaying. First let me make you understand this. And here I am writing system.out.println of. Yes, I have written. Okay. Control 1 cannot find symbol student. Sorry, where? Control 1 compile control. Control 1 control. I should call join method, no? S1 dot join. Okay, first I wanted to comment these lines. Control 1 compile S1 dot join. I should pass control 1 control. Now we look at there. Both variables are pointing to which object? Same object. Can you draw memory here to understand? Here S1 variable is created. S1 variable is created. Student object is created. Consider this college object as what? 1010. And consider this object as what? 2020. Now 2020 is stored here and pointing to it. Okay, na? Now when you call S1, now what is the value displayed here? Student at the rate 1010. This is 2020. Okay, 2020 is displayed. Okay, then C1 dot join of S1 when you write, what happened? Control will go to which line? Go to join method, na? Control go to join method. Join method here parameter is created. When you call method, parameter memory created, I told you, na? Yes, variable receive what now? Same value 2020. What is the S1 value? 2020. Reading 2020. Now the 2020 is stored here. And then now S value what is displaying here? The same student at the rate 2020. So do you all understand now? When we pass object as an argument, what will be passed? Come on everyone. When we pass object as an argument, is object copy passed or object reference passed? And then the parameter of the method also pointing to same object. Parameter of the method is also pointing to same object. Is it clear? Then doubt or clear? Write on this point first. Somewhere wherever you have space, you write. When we pass object as argument, when we pass object as argument to a method, when we pass object as argument to a method, when we pass object as an argument to a method, what happened? This object reference is passed as argument, but not object memory copy. But not object memory copy. But not object memory copy. Then the method parameter is also pointing to the same past object memory. Then when we read object values by using parameter, we will get the same past object values also if we modify object values Tell me, if you modify object values, where values are stored? If you modify object values, where object values are stored? In different object or same object? Same object, right? If you modify object values, those values are stored in the same object, same past object. Tell me, you gave your bike to your friend. Then your friend has used your bike and petrol consumed. When bike is returned to you, will get original petrol level or consumed level? That means once method is modified by using parameter, that modification is affected to the past in main method argument, na? In the same past object, and the modifications are affected to the calling method. It means when we read values, it means in main method, means after method execution, if we read values in main method, after method execution in main method, if we read values, we will get modified values. Completed? Huh? Right. Here I'm taking two methods. Class college join method with a student. Completed writing? Okay, right. Completed? Let me know. I'll go to program. Completed? Now look at here first. I created an object and I'm passing this object as an argument to println method. Then the control is going to where now? Join method. With which object? This object. Memory copy or this object reference? Stored in? Yes. Then if two variables contain same reference, both variables are pointing to same object. Remember in variable chapter I told? If you pass if you have an object created and stored in one variable, the same variable we assign to another variable, then both variables are pointing to same object. Remember? Then now join of S1 when I call, the reference 1010 will go on store in yes. S variable, S1 variable, both are pointing to same object. Control 1, compile, control 2, we are getting same reference. Then I am reading the values available in the object. When I read values available in the object, we will get the same values available in the past object only, na? Control 1 and control 2. 0, null, null, 0.0. Okay. Then now my question. If I store values in main method, are those values are, if I store values inside main method, are those values are available to this method parameter? Is my question understand? If I store values in main method, are those values are available to this method parameter? Yes. Now here I am writing the statement S1 dot SNO equal to 101 I have written. Tell me, the value we stored in SNO variable in S1 object in main method, is it available to join method? Control 1, compile, control 2. Look at there 101 coming or not? Next. Now I am calling S1 dot SName equal to S1 dot SName equal to I'm writing here double quotes HK. What happened? That HK will available to join method? Yes. Okay, na? Then next. S1 dot course equal to CJ I have written. Then now what happened? CJ coming or not? So what the point I told? When we create object and pass, what happened? The object or reference will be passed, but not original object. Then when we read object values by parameter, by using parameter, the values are coming from where? The past object. When I store values, the values are available to whom now? Past object. Then now here I am taking S1 dot fee equal to 2500. Control 1, compile, control 2. Everyone understand? Let me take another method. Void change batch. Okay, I'm writing change batch. Here I'm writing student. Yes, currently the student is core Java. Suppose let's say 7 a.m. batch. Okay, your batch is 9 a.m. batch. Core Java 9 a.m. batch I written here. Now you wanted to change batch. So here I am calling C1 dot change batch of, I am writing here, what you call S1. Then in this method, are you getting same object or different object? Same object. To the change batch method also we are getting same object. I am taking parameters only. Control 1. What the error coming? Control 1, compile, control 2. Look at there what I written, student at the rate 5As. Same object I am getting to the change batch method also. Here I want to display current batch. Double quotes, current batch. Okay, current batch. Okay, let me write otherwise. Here method name I am taking course CJ and I am writing here what? Batch. Okay, he belongs to core Java 9 a.m. Okay, and I'm reading that batch C1 batch. control 1, control. Now look at there what the current batch I am getting now here. Yes dot batch. Control 1 cannot find symbol variable. Control 1, control 2. What is current batch is 9A. Here I am current batch and I am calling this method. After calling this method, I am going to display new change batch. Here in this method, I am calling yes dot batch equal to, let's say suppose you want to come to 11 AM batch. Okay. Now control 1. Or that error again coming. Here I should write what? S1 dot S1. Look at the current batch is what? 9 AM. After method call change batch is what you're getting? 11 AM. So tell me, if you modify object inside one method, if you modify object by path, if you modify the data of the object in the past argument, is that modification affected to current method? Yes. Look at that, you're getting 11 AM na? Okay, write on this program. Below program explains. Below program explains above points. completed a join method? So what is the memory diagram of this program? This line completed. Assume I'm not considering college class object, considering only student object. With these lines. Right? Because of this method, this is what today topic, right? Earlier we learned creating another variable, storing the same reference, pointing to the same object in the same method, main method. Remember that example? But today what we are doing? We are taking it as a parameter. We are taking another variable as a parameter. S1 variable memory created with reference. S1 variable pointing to this object. Then now values are reading from where? Values are reading from this object and display. R&D. R&D means reading and display. Everyone understand up to now? Tell me, after method execution completed, what happened? After method execution completed, what happened? Hello, I have asked question. After method execution, what happened? Method parameter is destroyed, na? Yesterday, parameter local variable program written, na? Oh, that is old batch. Your batch, 11 o'clock batch, confusion. Both are running almost same syllabus. Okay. Now? Yesterday program, addition, subtraction program, right? Complete, right? All people written. Then now here output came. Next, once method execution completed, control is coming out of this method. Tell me when control come out of this method, what happened? Next line is going here. S1 dot batch. What is the output display here? Batch time 9 a.m. Now S1 dot change batch S1. Control is coming to this method. In this method, you are storing which object reference? What object reference you are passing? Same object. Enter. S variable is created which object? Same. Enter. Pointing to this object. Now when you store value 11 a.m., where this value is stored? In batch variable in S pointing object. What is S pointing object? S pointing object is same passed argument object. Na? In passed argument object 9 a.m. replace with 11. Okay. Neither execution completed, control come back. When control come back, parameter is destroyed. Previously also parameter destroyed, reference gone. Parameter destroyed, reference is gone. Then this object still holding by main method parameter. Na? Main method local variable still holding. Then the next line, S1 dot batch, what you will get? 11. This is very important program, complicated program. You all understand? Everyone? Write on the flow of execution by your own. If you have doubts, please ask. Ready to explain. Completed our program? Shall I go next example? So what is the point you need to understand? When you pass primitive value as an argument, when we pass primitive value as an argument, first primitive value will be passed. And if you read value, value coming from parameter. If you modify value, value will be there in the parameter. If you pass object as an argument, object is not passed, object reference will be passed, and the reference will go on to store inside parameter. Parameter is pointing to the same object. I'll give one small test case. Tell me output of this program. Write down what is the output of below program. This is a written test exam based on this object passing concept. Yeah, write on this program. Tell me output. It's a compulsory asking program in the written test exam. Completed? Write down program and I want you tell output. Finding output. Don't use your brain. Don't use your brain. Try to draw memory. You will find output. Don't use your eyes. Written a program. Then start work on the memory. Line by line. Variables only, right? Create variable memory and pass value. Create memory. Use perform operation. Display value. Why you are seeing the program? I don't understand. Is it a story to read or program to work? Working or acting? Please don't act. Please work. Where you have to start first? Which class you have to compile? Main method. In main method, first which line I have to run? P1. Now this object, I am ignoring it. Okay, just for calling. Next, which line you have to work? Q equal to 18. Q variable is created with value 18. Online students, can you hear me? Hello? Did you find output of this program? What is the output you will get here? Q value. Then you call E1 dot M1 of Q. Then what happened? Control will go to this method. P variable memory created. The value what? 50. Okay. Then what are you doing in this method? Storing 50 in P. Then the value stored where in this P memory one, right? 50 replaced with past value 18, right? Sorry. Past value is past value is 18. And 18 replaced with 50. Now method execution completed, control come back to main method. Is there any modification to Q variable? What value will get? Okay, what did you understand from here? When I call a method by passing the primitive variable, variable value is passed as an argument. Inside the method parameter, if I modify its value, the modification is not affected to calling method argument. You are passing Q variable as a argument. If you modify value in the parameter, is that modification affected or not affected? Not affected. Is it clear to all? That is the point you have to understand here. Okay. Did you work these 4 points? Did you work or not work? Then tell me what is output. What happened at this line number? There is no logic, just memory creation. If you are not working to create memory, I cannot help you. If you work and if I explain you, some mistakes will be corrected. If you are not working, sitting silently, you cannot grow, you cannot come to the next level. If you not work now. This is the object creation statement, displaying, calling method, then doing something here, coming back, work. What you need to find out in this program, all are SOP lens only there. What the meaning of PMC is E2? Before method call E2. After method call E2. Right? At least now you work. How we have to work, I shown you here. Completed? Tell me, here what happened? E1 object you created with X variable 10. Reference is 2020. 2020 or 1010 doesn't matter, okay? Don't worry. Now what is the value displayed here E2? Example class name @2020 display. Now I call M1 method. Then what is passed into this M2 method? E2 reference. What the E2 reference? Stored in the parameter E. Okay? Program is very simple. If you sit silently, cannot do anything. You have to come forward and you have to work. What is this program? How I have to work? You have to apply your brain. Then here in this method, what are you doing? You created a new example object. What happened when I create new example object? Object is created. Okay. Reference is 30. X variable memory created with reference what? 0. Replace with 10. Now this 30 reading storing in E. Who is the E variable? Passed argument era, parameter era. Then here 2020 replace with, and tell me, the past value, when I pass object as an argument and I have created a new object assigned to the existing variable. Then, assigned to the parameter variable. Then this new assignment in the parameter affected to passed in variable or not affected? Affected? Not affected. Control come back. Then after this method completed, control come back. The parameter, the argument E2 is still pointing to its original object 2020? Yes. So now interviewer will ask a question. If I pass object as an argument, if I assign a new object to that parameter variable, is that modification affected to passed in variable? It means after method completed and control come back, is this new variable pointing to old object or, pointing to new object or old object? He will ask. What is your answer? That is only the answer from this program. Do you all understand what you need to find out here? I pass primitive value as an argument and I did modification on the past value using parameter. Then the modification affected, not affected, you should determine. That's it. Can you work for third method now? Everyone, some people are not working, still they are sitting silently and then copying after I'm writing the diagram. It's a bad behavior. So at least now find out third method. Affected or not affected? If affected, what is there? If not affected, what is there? Find out. Please everyone work out. Please don't sit silent. It's a compulsory asking topic, important topic. Will you find out remaining methods output? Tell me quickly. Here, what is the output you will get? Example @2020. Now E1, E2 dot X value 10. Now I am passing object. Which object you are passing? 2020. Now parameter contains what? 2020. Is it pointing to its own object or the same passed object? Inside method, are you modifying parameter or are you modifying value of object? Then 15 stored in X in E object. It will go here, existing 10, replace with 15. Yes or no? Method execution completed, control come back. Then after method execution, the modified value in object affected or not affected? What is the value you will get for E2.x? 10 or 15? Then modification affected or not affected? Affected. When you pass object as an argument, these are two cases are there. Case 1, case 2. When I pass object as an argument, and if you assign a new object to the parameter, that new object is pointing by only parameter, not by passed in variable. That means no effect. If you pass object as an argument, repeating again, if you pass object as an argument and if you modify the object data using parameter, that modification is affected and will get result what? Modified value. And now here, what value you get now? Same object reference. Example @2020. So repeating once again, there is a lot of difference between M2 method and M3 method. In M2 method, you are modifying parameter. And in M3 method, you are modifying parameter passed object data now. If you modify parameter, the modification effect is not affected to passed in object. Understand? If you modify passed object data, then the modification is affected to passed in variable, E2 variable. That is the point you need to understand. Okay. Now remaining two methods output will you find out by your own? Let's see how many people will work tomorrow. Okay. By tomorrow you are coming to class. I'm expecting you complete. What are the topics we completed? I have today explained one project and one test case. What is the project? Passing object of one class as argument to another method and modification effect. And this particular test case point is technically called pass by value, pass by reference. Does Java supports pass by value, pass by reference or not? That we are going to conclude in tomorrow class and entering into one horrible topic. Very, very tough topic, horrible topic we are entering. Okay. Don't miss tomorrow class. Very important. Thank you. That's all for today class. Will you work out and come remaining two methods? Thank you.